I am back, and just leaving Michael's right now. I got my nails filled and got them colored, so I'm happy about that. Gito, my husband, if you guys ever hear me say Gito, that's my husband. So Gito wanted me to get black nails, so I got matte black. They're cute. I like them. I always go to this one spot over here in the mall because I had started going there when just a little bit after we didn't have the kiosk anymore. And I had started going there, and I really like how this guy does my nails. He does a really good job. And what I like about him is that he already knows what I want and how I like my nails, and so I just sit there and just chill out and let him do what he does. And so I had tried going to this salon over near my house because I didn't really want to drive 20 minutes or whatever. I didn't want to really drive 20 minutes away to go and get my nails filled and to get them recolored or whatever. So I had went to this nail salon close to my house, and this lady, she jacked me up for real. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but what bothered me the most, the thing that bothered me the most, I didn't mind telling her what to keep fixing and stuff like that. And I like my nails a certain shape. I like them very pointy. And so I had wanted them trimmed down a little bit because with my art and stuff like that, I do a lot of things with my hands. I do wire wrapping. I'm always making stuff. Oh, that sun is making all right, anyway, I'm always making stuff, so I like to keep them at a length where I know I can still, they're not going to get in the way. I'm not going to be bending them back or anything like that. And, I like long nails. I think they're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I can't have them. If I wasn't doing the stuff that I do, then I probably would have longer nails and stuff like that. So I had asked this lady if she could trim my nails, and then she was like, no, leave them long and blah, blah, blah. I was like, I need them trimmed. And she's like, they look better long. And I was like, I know that they look nice long. I was like, but I need them trimmed. I, do a lot of work with my hands. And I was like, you know what, just leave them how they are, because one of my nails had popped off, so she had to, and she didn't pop it off. One of my nails was already popped off when I went to go and get my fill-in. And so she had redid my pinky nail, because that's the one that popped off. She had redid my pinky nail, and then I had noticed that she was having trouble shaping my pinky nail to match my other nails. And I was like, it was a good thing that I didn't let her trim them down, that I didn't force her to trim them down, because the way I see it, if I'm paying for something, if I'm paying you to do something, you're going to do it the way I want you to do it, because I'm paying you to do it that way. And if I wanted you to do it your way, I would have said, oh, do whatever you want. I know that there's people that are like that. There's, because I used to do, I used to be I went to school for cosmetology, and I used to work at a salon and stuff like that. So I know that there are women who are like, oh, do whatever you think is going to look good, I'm just not one of those people. I'm particular about what I like and how I like it. And I know certain things look good on me and certain things don't, So, she had irked my nerves when she was telling me, no, leave them long. And I was like, but then after that pinky nail situation, I was like, okay, then I knew why she didn't want to trim them, was because she was going to have trouble shaping them. So I was completely okay with that. But now I only I try to only come to the guy that does my nails. I try to come to, go and see him usually. But there's times that I just, I really don't feel like making the drive, and I'll just go and get my nails. Like if I'm just getting a color change, no big deal. I'll just go to anybody and get that done. But when it comes to like fill-ins and things like that, I like to go to him because I know he's gonna do what I like and what I ask him to do. So enough about nail talk. After I went and got my nails done, I went to Michael's and I went and got a few things because I was running low on wire and stuff that I needed to complete a couple of projects. And they got some pretty good sales going on. I always use my coupons and stuff like that, but they had some pretty good sales going on with like shadow boxes and stuff like that. And those are always really cool to put stuff in, and yeah. So if you guys like shadow boxes, they're having a sale right now. It's like I think it's buy one. You buy one and you get one free. And like they had some big ass ones, like some really big ones for like $30. So that's a really good deal. So if you guys like to do shadow boxes and things like that, yeah, that's awesome. I thought it would be a really good, shadow boxes would be a really good way to, like I've seen people do like taxidermy stuff, and they'll use the shadow boxes, to like kind of keep that, it makes their project look really nice, and it also protects it, so from being touched and stuff like that, or even collecting dust. And yeah, they're really cool. So yeah, and I'm just driving home right now. I'll probably be going to make myself something to eat because I haven't ate all day. And you know what? I lied. I gotta go to Jewel. I gotta go return a movie, and then I have to get stuff to make for dinner. And then I'll be going home to feed myself. I was talking to my cousin earlier, because I talk to my cousin every day. Like my cousin's like my best friend. So I talked to my cousin earlier, and we had gotten to talking about why, like, kind of why I wouldn't do like hexing or spells against anybody. I know that there's a lot of witches that they do spell work on people, like, when the person's being an asshole or whatever. I mean, I get it. I'm not knocking it. I get it, but I guess for me, and this isn't even any better. Like I'm not even trying to say I'm any better than anybody else, because I'm not. Because if a bitch pisses me off, and if she's being, she won't go away, and she's just, she's fucking with me and stuff like that, I don't go to my magic to do anything wrong to anybody. If anything, I would probably fight that bitch. Like, I would fight her. Like, I'm just saying, there's nobody like I'm talking about right now, but I'd be like, let's handle it. Like, I'm not gonna, I don't know, I guess I wouldn't really go to like my magic and like, oh, I'm gonna ruin her life, and I'm gonna make her sorry and make her pay and stuff like that. I guess because with me, it's like, with me, I always see it as, I don't want to put out there what could possibly come back to me, which in a way I'm kind of contradicting myself, because I could very well end up in jail for beating a bitch's ass. But at the same time, if that girl knows if she knows, if she knows that she had it coming and she wanted to fight me too, or she just had it out for me in some way, or didn't like me, or something like that. I feel like I'm being more woman about it by telling her, you know what, if you have that big of a problem with me, let's handle it and let's squash it right here. You know what I mean? Like, but I've always been like I don't go looking for fights, but I have no problem handling myself. And you know, if somebody wants to go at it with me, I mean, it has to be a good reason though. Like it has to be really like, I'm not saying I just go out like looking to fight everybody. That's not how it works. But I guess I don't know. I don't use my magic to cause damage. Like, I'd rather like physically fight if it comes down to that. Which I've never, I don't know, it's been a long time since I've gotten into it with somebody. It's been a really long time. And I've never done that. Like, even as like a teenager, like, you know, like my young teens, like when I first started getting into like, magic and stuff like that, I had never like did anything like that, like hexed anybody or put, you know, anything like that, any kind of like, you know, to make somebody suffer or to make them pay, I guess you could say. Like, even if they did like do me bogus, or if they were like, you know, going behind my back and talking shit and stuff like that, I confront people. I confront people. I have no hesitation at all. Like, if I know that somebody's saying something about me, or if they're, you know, doing me dirty or something like that, I have no hesitation. So that was like one of the things, was because, like, you know, me and my cousin, we were talking or whatever, and, you know, I had told her, you know, I don't get that. I like I said, I get it, but I couldn't do that, you know, especially to like somebody that at one point in time I was really close to, and now we're just not close anymore. Like, I still wouldn't, you know, because there's just always gonna be that place that I still care, that place in my heart that I still care about that person, you know, regardless of what happened or how our friendship might have ended, or you know, if, you know, she owed me something, or didn't, I don't know, just didn't, you know, was just being a certain way. I would never go to using like dark magic or hexing or anything like that. Like I said, if we're gonna do this, and we're gonna handle it, and we'll know right then and right there, you know, there's gonna be a winner, there's gonna be a loser. And yeah, not saying it could never happen to me, but I have yet to be the loser. And that's it. Like, I mean, I've gotten into like fights with people that, like, you know, we get into it, and then that's it. And then, like, all of a sudden, years later, I end up seeing them in the street somewhere, and it's like we say hi and we talk. I don't know. It's weird. It's just like, you know, it drops right there. You know, that wherever we leave it is where it stays. And you know, it's pointless to keep dragging it on. Like, we already handled it. We already squashed that problem. I know guys are a lot different. Guys, like, when men get into like fights, I know that person is like their sworn enemy. So anytime that they see that person, they're probably going to want to fight again, because they don't want to be the person that lost, that got their ass kicked. And they, you know, so men, like, they'll just keep fighting and keep kicking each other's asses. Women, I don't know. Women, not so much. I don't know. I guess you guys would have to give your opinion on that, because, like, me, like, I've gotten into physical fights, and that would be the end of it. Like, we would just drop it. Like, problem solved. You know, we already took our anger out on each other. It's done. It's over with. Moved on. You know, like, we're not gonna become best friends afterwards. I mean, we just beat each other's asses. It's like, we're not gonna be best buddies afterwards. You know, be civil. We'll be civil. Is that a parking spot? I think it's a handicap. Let me check. Oh, it's a parking spot. Hey. Oh, there's two. I love it when there's like parking up front. It's so nice. Okay, guys. Well, I'm here at the grocery store. So, yeah, this was just like another blah, blah, blah bullshit video. Just kind of like, I guess I'm trying to get it so you guys can like get to know me, my personality, the way I am, the way I roll. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys later, and I'll talk to y'all later, and blessed be. Bye, guys.